All right, good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Demetrios Kydonieus, chiropractic nutritionist. I'd like to take about 4 minutes of your time to explain what the biggest detriment to your spinal health is, and it is not an accident or an illness. So let's kind of move on and see what we can come up with in this short slideshow that I put together for everybody. So that's my office. I'm here in Ruckersville, Virginia. You can see the beautiful mountains and Skyline Drive behind my office there in this picture on the screen. So it's a wonderful piece of the world, but I also do telehealth. So I have patients all over the country and hopefully one day the world because of the internet. So telenutrition or telehealth visits are available for people that are not close enough to visit me here in beautiful Greene County or Ruckersville, Virginia. All right, so what is one of the biggest things that really messes with your spinal alignment slowly over time, causing a myriad of health problems that you might not know are coming from a pinched nerve in lay terms, or spinal nerve irritation is really more accurate statement. Nerves don't get physically pinched by bones, but when bones don't move correctly, they cause an inflammatory response. That inflammation, when it's around a nerve that is exiting your spinal cord, will not work properly. That means when your brain is trying to tell your thyroid gland what to do here to keep your metabolism in shape so you can be slim and trim, the thyroid might not be getting the message. Why? Because look at this picture. What is the thing that we all do in this modern world? We all own phones. We all have tablets, we play video games, we do our jobs in front of a computer screen. I'm recording this video right now in front of my computer screen. At least I have the ability to sit up straight and not have my head bent forward as I'm typing on a keyboard, right? So, but most of you are using phones, and one of the worst habits I've seen in modern society is giving our developing toddlers, 18-month-olds, 20-month-olds, 2-year-olds, but we're giving them phones to occupy them. My patients all the time will come in with their 2-year-old. They'll get on the adjusting table. They'll set down little Sally in the corner of the room there, and they will hand her the phone to play some kind of little unicorn or My Pony video game appropriate for their age to occupy them. I totally understand why they're doing it. I respect it. I just think in our busy modern life of on-the-go moms, on-the-go dads, ball games, jobs, taking care of home, dealing with family, dealing with church, whatever it is you're dealing with, that we might be leaning on video and phone and tablets, iPads, a little more heavily than we should, because little kids have just started to develop their cervical curve. So in your neck, if I turn sideways here, you should, when you're sitting up straight, your neck should curve in this direction, like the letter C. It should be pointing forward towards your throat. Now what's that do? Your bones are physically shaped to sit on top of each other, and the nerves come out between those bones. When you sit there and stare at a phone all day and have your head bent down, look at the picture. You are slowly telling your body to straighten your curve out and to change the natural alignment of your neck. In the old days before computers, remember, I've been doing this since 1988, so I'm an older guy. We used to call that secretary's neck, because in those days, unless you had a car accident that straightened your curve out and had a whiplash, okay, the only people with straight necks were secretaries, because they sat at typewriters looking down, typing pretty much all day, 8 hours a day in some office somewhere, and they would actually lose their cervical curve. And what would that mean? They would get headaches, they would have worse allergies, they would have thyroid issues, they would have indigestion and blood pressure issues, all, and let alone neck pain, all because of loss of a cervical curve, even though they'd never had an accident. We are now seeing that in modern times in younger kids. They're complaining of worse allergies. They have headaches a lot more than young kids used to have, let alone as adults, young and old, are coming in with migraines. There's more migraine patients walking around now than at any other time in history. Part of the reason for that, aside from environmental pollution, is the fact that we are chiropractically misaligning our necks from our daily posture of looking at our phone and typing all the time. So in modern terms, we call it text neck. We don't call it secretary's neck anymore. Um, so text neck is a big problem. That's called, in medical or scientific terms, we call it plastic deformation. That means your spine, your body is really flexible like a plastic, and over time, that curve straightens out and can even go backwards. And that's when you need to really see the chiropractor to fix this. So you should be getting your kids checked to undo the text neck of playing video games, let alone when they become old enough to text and talk on the phone all the time and do TikTok videos and Instagram and whatever social media is the rage of the day. They are going to be on their phones all the time, messing up their spinal posture. When you mess up your neck, that's going to go lower and affect your low back. So you can end up with low back pain from poor neck posture. All right, how do we fix that? As chiropractors, most of you are familiar with the chiropractor using their hands to push the bone back in place. I'm an instrument adjuster, so in the picture there you see a person getting a chiropractic adjustment with an activator, which is a mechanical instrument. They're now electric, where they kind of do a tap, 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 tap thing, and we'll talk about in another video why that's a good thing. But getting a chiropractic adjustment will correct those spinal misalignments that text neck is causing, let alone any misalignments from the usual stuff, slips, trips, and falls, picking up a heavy bag, twisting the wrong way, etc., etc. Over time, your back slowly gets worse and worse and worse and worse until finally you just kind of sneeze and boom, it goes into the pain zone, and you walk into my office with severe neck pain going down your arm, causing numbness and tingling in your fingers, or you have pain going down your hip and your leg. We call that sciatica. Can come from a blown disc. It can come from just a severe misalignment. You can pull the little ligaments that hold your bones together. That's called a sprain, so you can get a sprain strain. All of those injuries require chiropractic. Physical therapy alone is okay, but it is not going to be complete. You're not going to correct your spinal alignment, since chiropractors are the only ones licensed to manipulate or do an adjustment to a spinal vertebra, let alone a shoulder that's stuck from doing something, or a knee or a hip, or even a TMJ, because this is real close to your neck. So visit your chiropractor before you start getting severe headaches, before your fingers start falling asleep every time you wake up from sleeping on your side and having all this get pinched. Those are all signs of spinal misalignment, and by the time you get numbness or tingling, that's a pretty severe nerve problem that's going to require quite a few visits to straighten out. So if a 90-second chiropractic adjustment improves brain function when done regularly, what would you be willing to do to maintain that habit for a lifetime? So yes, the other benefit of chiropractic, the current studies done in Canada, the US, and New Zealand by neurophysiologists, those are basically nerve, brain surgeon kind of researchers, brain neurology kind of researchers. They have determined that when your spine is in normal posture, in other words, you have that curve, that your brain functions better. You get a clearer picture of your environment, of your world, and that has nothing to do with pain or numbness and tingling. So spinal alignment makes your brain work better. How many of us are in middle-aged and approaching what we would call our senior years or older age? I'm 59 years old at the time of making this video, and pretty much I want to make sure that my brain is functioning and my memory is intact when I'm 80, when I'm 90, when I'm 100. So brain health is dependent on spinal health. So if you want to make sure your brain is getting good input and it functions well into your senior years, without a tremor like a Parkinson's thing, hopefully without an Alzheimer's or a dementia condition setting in, chiropractic should be one. It's not the only thing, but it should be one of your regular habits that you are doing for lifetime wellness. And it's going to cost you a little money and a little time to get adjusted, even when you feel good. So, again, what would you do and spend your money on to maintain the healthiest, and notice I said just not okay, the healthiest brain-body function over a lifetime? Regular chiropractic care is brain maintenance. It is not spine care. It is not pain care. It is not injury recovery care. Although we do all those things, one of the biggest benefits of getting regular chiropractic adjustments once a month, once every 2 months for 10, 20, 30, 50 years is the benefits to keeping your brain cells firing and getting the input and giving you the quality of life that you want to have for your entire span that you're here. So this is Dr. D signing off. Hopefully you'll see your local chiropractor. If you're not close to me, please find one that your friends are using, because I know they are. If you have a nutrition question, you can always give me a call. I do free either a telehealth video like this, or we do phone consultations for 10 minutes, and you can decide by asking me any question you would like about your health if I'm the guy who can help you, either in my office or via a format like this, if we're just talking about nutrition, and I can recommend rehab exercises and all that kind of stuff as well. So if you'd like to just drop me an email, here's my contact information, and you can go to my website right there at the top of the page, lifeenhancingwellnesscenter.com, or you can send me an email at drd@lifeenhancingwellnesscenter.com. Give the office a call, fill out that free consultation form, and I hope to hear from you. And hopefully this has given you a little insight as to chiropractic is really a lot bigger than, back pain or neck pain relief. Chiropractic is about keeping your brain healthy. That is the thing that makes you you. So have a great day.